It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
He has elite instincts on his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Kill!
On 2nd down, Kamara. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Ready? You waiting? 11. 12. 21.
From the gun, it's Freeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I am shocked that they would go for it there. Talk about a gutty call. But that's all about having faith in your offensive line, and they come through there on 4th down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Ready? You waiting?
Breeze now on 1st down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Ready? We're waiting. 36. Nice up. Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Thomas Davis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Craig Robertson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Ginn. One of the longest punts in the last decade or so, 80-plus yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, But which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done? Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze, rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Ready? You ready? Hey, easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football.
Here we go. Ready? You ready? Check. Ready for check.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A 10th carry for Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
21.
Now Breeze. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Craig Robertson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
And this one complete right side to Funchess. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Newton. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Newton throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second. Down.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Gun. Hey,
To throw again. Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here's Newton. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
come on now.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready. You waiting?
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Breeze now. And he's going to go down again. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Gets around him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Newton, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, and that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked up by Marcus Williams. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Lutz puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
So we have reached halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Newton flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, two. Ready? You ready? 12. Left.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Arnold. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Get set.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll roll him out right. And the tight end Olsen, right side. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
20.
Newton on 3rd down. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. From the gun, Newton. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Saints will have the football back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready. 290. Kill. Got it.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And his throw is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. 3rd down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 4 on the play. And it'll bring up a second down. And we're back now in Charlotte. Now it's the backup Bridgewater, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Here we go.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Again, it's Kamara, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between...
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Panthers have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Hey.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Right to the 3.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
20.
From the gun, here's Newton. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Tyler Davison in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gano's kick is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved though if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Ready? You ready? Under. Get set.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ready? You ready? Got it.
And the blitz does come. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Thomas Davis in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Austin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Craig Robertson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Newton. Flush to his right. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here we go.
Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
McCaffrey. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And the kick is good. Graham Gano connects as time expires. And the Panthers have won the football game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish,